Alright, the next story quest is called In the Name of the Light, and it's given to us by the manager of suites outside of our room. Cutscene. Ah, Mistress Valkyr, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of so, though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the warrior of darkness how to look after herself. Old habits, you understand. Ah, mercy, how very opportune, says somebody. The leader of the library guy, Morin. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. White screen flash. We see Ardbert. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me, and then the stars rained down from the sky, and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Mercy, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you, perhaps, wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. We ponder. Another flash of white screen. We see Elidibus / Ardbert with the rain of fire overhead. We see Thaler and Varen? Fuck, It's been so long. It hasn't, but it has. What can you tell me about the Warriors of Light, or, very well, tell me what the situation is like in the city? Very well, tell me what the situation is like in the city. I think I already know a lot about the Warriors of Light, so... The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as Warriors of Light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. We cock our head. But to understand that requires an understanding of Warriors of Light in a broader Vrandidic... Okay, sorry. V as in Victor, R, A, N as in Nancy, D as in Dog, T as in Tom, I, C. Vrantic context. The fuck is that? If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but the world at large. I nod. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. He's a rather excitable librarian. No rest for the righteous, it would seem, says the manager of suites. Do not let me keep you, miss. I bid you a pleasant day. He gives a bow. We go all the way to the northernmost, the Cabinet of Curiosity, Ethernet Shard. And through the doors and up the circular staircase, the spiral staircase. To the tippy top of what we can reach, at least. Here's Morin, cutscene. Morin? I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. Ah, mercy, excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem the most relevant. I nod. Alfno, Alice, Reen, come up to join. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. Hey, yeah, good timing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up on my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help. Both of those were Alice. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Says Reen. Alphino nods. I look to Morin and ask permission. He smiles. Of course. The more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. They nod and head down. I head after them. We're at a square table, chairs all around. I wish this was voice acted because it feels like it's going to be important, but were one to pore over the annals of Rantic history, one would note the comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as warriors of light, in quotes. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tolthawil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfort and Saulard, the fabled Drawn and Gaigent duo of Vobert, and no list of Rantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ronka. In older texts, she too was called a warrior of light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past it was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, the light came to be regarded with fear, the title used not to exalt but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. He looks to his books. Picks one up. Opens it. We see a picture of like a samurai sword kind of pointing to the ground with a warrior holding it. It's a long sword. Samurai, it looked kind of like curved in a little bit, so that's why I was saying katana. But this, my friends, is Norvrant's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the self-same epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Who used said skills and valors for good, I would assume. Well, the plot thickens, said Alphino. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. You look a little shocked at that. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who is awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself, a warrior of light. Warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably, as with this one. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy, says Alisei. Alphino nods. So Heidelin did call me a warrior of light, or what's in a name, it doesn't change anything, or, and there I was thinking I was special. Heidelin did call me a warrior of light. I don't care. All three options are like meh. She did. I've never heard her voice myself, says Reen. But I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia? Sorry. 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 At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ascians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Hydaelyn, with good, must have added insult to injury. Morin looks to all of us, and then I think he's about to continue. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself? Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the warriors of light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say warriors of light? Says little girl's voice. Wah! Apparently she's knocked over some books, it sounds like. Indeed, we do find a young lady with a young cat girl with books knocked over, with an Elizan female, young, and human male, young, with her. Morin comes up to her. Rikitio, are you all right? She's so cute. Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? Her fucking giant eyes. You too, Arkil. Irwell. We're sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you? He says, seeing me. I smile at him. The warrior of darkness? Says Rikitio. Rikitiko? Is that what it was? I clicked my button too soon. She runs up to me a little bit. Rikitio. My name's Rikitio, and I want to help everyone. Please, oh my god, so cute. She's got little fucking like cat fangs. Please, tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. We're all kind of like, oh, what's up? But you can't look into that face and not want to tell it everything. The cutscene goes dark. Alright, we're going to talk to Rikitio. So, I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with the sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Norvrant. When I told Arkil and Irwell this, those names are spelled Arkil and Eirwel. Irwell? Arkil? And Rikitio is Riqi-T as in Tom I-O. They said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young. But, Esteemed warrior of darkness, perhaps you could accompany young Rikitio to Spagirix? Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the chirurgeons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we've finished here, so we'll come with you, Salasay. Last one to Spagirix is a rotten egg, I say. Ha! I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're gonna be the rotten egg. And they go jogging off. I might be, depending on if you let me out of this cutscene. I can also teleport though, so just saying. Actually, I don't know which one's faster. No, definitely teleporting is faster for sure, but it took a second to pick the correct Ethernet shard. They are all indeed here ahead of me. Cutscene, talking to the head chirurgeon. Chesamil, I believe? Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? I explain. Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life, and younglings like you who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so, difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you to pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our chirurgeons may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well, though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. She looks happy. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with a task. I have placed an order at Sweet Sieve for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Oh, an ingredient! Leave it to me, miss. The little cat girl goes running off. My, such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'll be all right by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at Sweet Sieve, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she will point you in the right direction. Pat your chest a couple times. Leave it to me. I shall join you. As the one who suggested this course to Riki Teo, I would assist her in her first steps. Alpha now goes off, and I will... Oh. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Says Alice. Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riki. So we'll wait for you here, warrior of darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. Well, it's not gonna happen. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Okay. Bye for now. The two boys are joyed in theoretically having me as a trainer. Not gonna happen. Okay. So I see where it wants me to go. However, there's like some levels to this place. I'm not entirely sure about the best path to get there. So let's... not this way. Okay, I gotta go around. Can I go this way? We're gonna try... Yes, this is the right way. Cool. Here is Gracine. I don't see the cat girl. If it isn't the warrior of darkness herself, may I assume you are with Master Alphino? Right, lest you wonder, Chesameel's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. And we head to the south to indeed find some grapevines. We're gonna pluck some grapes. I'll talk to Riki Teo here. Are these small enough? Alpha no. Ah, there you are. As it turns out, the ingredient still wants for harvesting, so you were going about that now. Grape number 2. Baby, I heard it through the grapevine. We're gonna make some medicine. Stupid. Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. I hand over 3 undersized grapes to her. Cutscene. Wow, you've picked this many already? Amazing! I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesamil? She gets. I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Well, why? Well, a while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up, and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous. And I decided I wanted to help people, just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. Then, not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world, helping people. And I thought, that's the same as what I want to do. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Oh, Thaler, yeah. We look to each other. Thaler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. She cocks her head. He takes a knee in front of her. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Rikitio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. She yeah, I get this. She goes running off to deliver. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people, but I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. His eyes close as he thinks. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Norvrent has become a home to us, and our people our own. Let us return to Spagirix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. We take one look at the 5 blue crystal domes and the giant crystal tower behind them. Free your mind, and your mind will be free. Be colorblind, and you won't see colors. Yes, I know those aren't the words. I like to do crazy things like that. Super crazy, right? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry for who I am as a person. I'm not that sorry. Back to Spagirix we go to play with the kids and show them how to kill people. What? My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may just have to give Rikitio a little taste. In the name of the light is complete. There will be a link in the description of this video that will send you to my Google Doc PowerPoint where every slide is an item on Amazon that I recommend. If you purchase any of those items with the link on this slide, I'll get a small cut. I'll see you next time. Bye. Ah, ah, missed it.